From DecibelLK with the people of Pem Kekula. That video that's going mad viral everywhere on the Sri Lankan cyberspace sphere. I mean, from TikTok to what? YouTube to everywhere. By the way, it's the first big release from Central Records, and how are you guys feeling?
I'm feeling great.
Well, you cannot explain. Yeah, exactly. Like, what's happening? Like, I feel like I'm gonna wake up at some point and be like, oh, it's all a dream. It's crazy out here. Never ending.
Chan, I can imagine, like, literally the video dropped on Friday.
It's only 3 days, guys. It's been only 3 days, right?
Yeah, 3 days.
And he's been getting mad, inbox requests. She's been getting wife material requests. You've been getting marriage proposals, and you've been getting marriage proposals. And how are you all personally feeling about such a big success?
Let's start with the ladies.
Alright.
You. Should we start first? What do you guys say?
I mean, ball's in your court, girl.
Alright. I mean, even when DJ Mas first sent me the song, like the second I listened to it, I thought it was such a banger. Like, I loved it from the first listen, and I was so excited to create to it, and I'm really happy that I got the opportunity to. And I'm honestly not surprised that it's blown up the way it has, because it's legit such a good track. Like, all of us had a ball creating to it and practicing and like dancing to it. Like, all of us are still listening to it on loop, like on repeat constantly, and I love it. Like, I love the track so much, and it's all the attention and recognition it's getting absolutely deserved. Like, these guys are all so incredible, and I'm so honored to have had the opportunity to work with you guys. And yeah, like, you guys deserve all this success.
Hey. So those moves, right? How long?
Right.
Those moves.
Those moves.
Like those moves. All of us, every time we look at those and go, watch out.
I tried it at home, did not work.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It looks so much better doing it. Like, no, it's gonna stick to singing.
Was it like difficult for you to like choreograph? Was it something that just came to your mind while you were listening to the song?
Actually, I listened to the song a couple of times, which is usually like what my creative process is like. And then with some songs, you know, you'd be in the studio for a day and you're still struggling. But with this one, if I'm not mistaken, I choreographed the whole thing in like 1.5 hours, because it just kept flowing. Because when the song is good, it just gets you going and like motivated to create. So yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it was like 1.5 hours. And then obviously I tweaked it here and there later when I was working with my the Vibe Tribe, my team. But yeah, like, it was a really fun song to create to, and it just kind of flowed. Yeah.
So now you know how that came to be, Sri Lanka. And let's get talking to our rap nari, Apzi. Apzi, bang, Sri Lanka #1 rapper kidik.
Yeah, take the female part out of it, no? We just had this conversation.
Absolutely.
And
So, well, what I gotta say is that since the day I heard this song, when Mas came to me with the song, it was the first thing that came to my mind was that this is gonna be lit. So I was like, okay. So people went on saying that, okay, this is Cardi B in the song, so it's there. It's there. So yeah, I mean, it's done, you know.
But I want Sri Lanka to know you as Apzi.
Exactly. So yeah, exactly. So it's not. Yeah. I mean, it's really wonderful to, you know, people having you called Cardi B and Nicki Minaj.
so it is up to them.
Yes, because you know they really inspire me. But then I'm Apzi.
Yeah.
And it's really, it was a really good opportunity for me to be who I am. I should really thank Mas, DJ Mas, for letting me be who I am in this song. And finally it's out here and people are loving it, and that's, I don't know, that's everything for me. Yeah.
It is what it is. And Romaine, the sweetheart of Yes Homegrown, and now like literally the whole of Sri Lanka. How are you? I mean, not a lot of people like expected you to get on this track and be like Pem Kekula.
Oh my God. Like I said, it still feels like a dream. Like, when it first came to me, I was obviously excited about the song, because he made the track. Like, I mean, everything you touch like sort of turns into gold. Like, gifted, just like everyone that's sitting here, you know. So I obviously knew the potential the song had, and my job was pretty easy. Like, you know what, it was that song, and he was like, you know what, this is the tone we need, this is what we need to sound like, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do the best I can. And I made a couple of trips to the studio and got it done, and now it's like, it's everywhere. Everywhere where I go,
I mean, that is like the perfect voice. Perfect voice for it. I
mean, you guys see what this team's like it brings out the best in you.
Exactly.
And it's easy to just do you, like you said, you know, you do you and you appreciate
It's all
for that.
because of,
So
I don't know, it's his whole idea, you know. I mean, thank you DJ Mas. I mean, he just let us be us.
But bringing us together, I met you for the first time when we worked together probably for the first time, and I'm meeting you like probably for the first time in a really long time. So I'm just so glad this team came together. The vibe's right, like the energy is just unmatchable, and I feel like the future is just looking absolutely brilliant for all of us.
And so I have to ask you this, like this track I'm sure wasn't like a normal track for you.
That's,
It's a lot of pressure because it's a love song, it's a song of many generations, so was there ever
and it's a classic, so I think the pressure was on because I was constantly asking him like, am I doing this right? Am I doing this right? Is the tone right? Is my diction right? And he's like, just do you, babe, just do you. And I'm like, okay, I'm doing me. Because that's like usually what you hear in studios, because you have to like sort of, especially with a song like this, you need to sort of fit inside this box, right? And he was like, just do you, and that's basically what you want to hear when you walk into a studio, you know, you have all that creative freedom, and that was amazing, And I never thought singing in singles will be like a thing, because I think I had this mindset that I was not good at it, so I'm not going to try it. But people like Miraj, people like him, working with them made me realize that if you really put your mind into something and you tell yourself, you know what, if I really wanted to do something, it's going to be possible. You know, you have to have that mentality that I'm a student, you know, at any point of my life, I'm here to learn, like make mistakes and do it again better the next time. So I feel like when you're surrounded by people like that, when you're encouraged, when you're lifted up, you know, the world's yours. You know?
So the question, ball is all in your court. Now,
the modest one, no? He just gets everyone else to speak and he's like, I'm sorry.
But no escaping that. So before the release of Pem Kekula, I think the day before, you have put up this very emotional post about, you know, how much you love the late lyricist on the track. And that was like, wow, this is such a, I mean, not a lot of people put a post like that, like to just have a moment of an honor, a moment of like, hey, you know what? This is your work, and I'm just kind of bringing it to 2021 with just my take on it. And I felt, man, that just speaks volumes. But the million rupee question is, why that particular track?
Can't wait.
My grandma used to sing it.
Tell her about the dream!
So,
there's more to the story. Oh my god, he sings so much.
A year ago, before the music video was done, I think exactly on that same, because I had a reminder, that was the day I actually sketched Pem Kekula, because a few years ago, 4 to 5 years ago, I was asking my friends, who are my closest friends, DJs in Sri Lanka, to you know, try to make pop commercial music, but no one wanted to go to this pop commercial because everyone was either underground or too much into turntablism. I mean, again, there's nothing wrong with it. What I'm saying is that there was no pop commercial EDM DJ producer that could represent Sri Lanka. And I was thinking to myself, why don't I do it, you know? I mean, and then that night I had a dream of my grandma singing the song. So I woke up and I was like, that's it. Downloaded the track, the original Sandarangi track, written by the late great Mr. Anand in the summer room. I just started working on it. So I pitched it up, did my work on the computer. The track was done in a few hours, just like Sandarangi's dance choreography. The track was done, but I kept it with me. And what inspired me the most was, again, the late great Mr. Anand, the summer room, who wrote our national anthem, has united the country under one song. And I think think it's time that we pay homage and continue our legacy with greats like him, who is not recognized, and a lot of people are taking music for granted. The industry is going towards, I would say, a joke. So I thought, instead of making a fool out of ourselves, we've got amazing musicians, we've got amazing talent, we got something that we can be proud of.
Use it the right way.
Mr. Anand Samrakon is the guy who wrote so many songs in so many different languages, and why don't we take him as an example? But instead we're educating the youth in the wrong way. So I said, let's try to do something right. It's not about the numbers, it's not about the money. I wanted to make one song that will unite everything. Cross genres, cross borders, cross generations.
Yeah.
So you got a rapper, the best. You got a vocalist, the best. You got a dancer, the best. And you got a music producer who's okay.
Modest again.
And today, everyone's singing our late great Mr. Anand Samrakon song, Pem Kekula around Sri Lanka. So thank you, Sri Lanka. We made it. We did it.
And I think this is such a proud moment because this year has been such a great year for music in Sri Lanka. Not only have we seen Yohani take Sri Lanka to the world, but we also have Sri Lankans doing amazing things and just rising in their own levels, and that's what this team is about as well. So today it's Sri Lanka, it's our duty to take it to the world tomorrow. So I really hope you just get this message out there and really make Pem Kekula the next big thing of 2021. And I need to ask you this, obviously with the release of this song, there's been a few questions up in the air, and so questions directed to you. So a lot of people feel like the song lyrics are very deep and meaningful, and they're about
Heartbreak.
yeah, very, very deep heartbreak, and so they feel like adding the happiness, the happy beat to it didn't do it justice. What do you have to say about that?
Well, I think that there's enough negativity around the world right now. Everywhere you switch on the news or your internet is always about COVID and depression and suicidal cases going up. Why don't we make people happy? Isn't that what our purpose is? I mean, our passion has to fuel our purpose, and that's what I want to make music that makes people happy.
Yeah, and I feel like art is art. And I feel like you look at art how you see yourself. If I am a sad person, which I have been, I have my moments, I'm not the happiest person in the world, but no matter what I see, I will see it with my eyes and with my perspective. So I think that's the beauty of art. You can look at it however you want it. You can look at a sad song and be happy, or you can listen to a happy song and be depressed because that's something I don't have. Yeah. I think that's the beauty of art. It should be whatever it is, and it can have different labels. People can say a lot of things about it, but it is what it is, and at the end of the day, you have to accept it for what it is. And,
the great philosophers in the olden age just would say that we should not judge art, we should judge our ability to judge art.
Wise words.
Very wise. What do you have to say?
Me?
Yeah.
David Hughes.
You can say it in rap. You can say it in rap.
About that, so in my rap, I say, okay, it was, we were the lovers of the Isurumuni. Ya dalagi yang lagi kita paludu ni. Nata ina keludaka So that's you were sad, and then you saw the girls dancing, and now you're happy.
That's literally right. That's how it is. You're broken hearted. One moment and the next moment you're at the top of the world.
Just live it,
Emotions.
What about you, Sandarangi?
I mean, it's exactly what she said. It's all about perspective. If you want to hear the song and feel sad about it, then that's fine. But if somebody wants to be like, oh, you know what, I can still dance to this. I'm gonna feel happy listening to this song. And you do you, boo. Just that's fine. All good.
Yeah. Very cool. And so so as a dancer, what are some of the crazy good comments you've had about this?
A lot of people, for one thing, this the style of choreography that I had to do for this particular song, other than the beat drop, the rest of it is not necessarily a type of movement that I'm known for doing. It's not typically my kind of movement. So it was, because even in my classes, I would predominantly I teach commercial, so the music that I teach to is also pop and English commercial, that type of thing. So creating thinking that the kind of movement with more of like a traditional vibe was new to me. I've learned traditional, but I've never choreographed in it. So that was a challenge, and so it was, I surprised myself as well, you know, doing that, and then my dancers were absolutely shocked that I could even do that. So I've had like quite a few people comment on the fact that that's something different for me, and that's something new for me as well, so that was great.
Pushing boundaries.
I enjoyed that, I love that challenge, and hopefully I can do even better next time, but thank you for trusting me with the opportunity.
I don't know how that's possible, but yeah.
Always
But
yeah, like everyone said that my dancers did a beautiful job. No one did. Shout out to the vibe track.
Dude, you chose the name so perfectly because you girls are vibe. Like you walked in, you all had your inside jokes, and you all just like such a good vibe, like so tight too.
Family. So I love my girls. I mean, I would not be able to do any of these things if it weren't for them and for my incredible teachers. So like shout out to all of them.
Shout out. We love
But yeah, like everyone said, the energy was amazing, and they really enjoyed watching the movement, and yeah, like it was just a really amazing experience doing this with them. Yeah.
Very cool. Okay, Ragnari. Hey! Yeah,
it should be a thing.
yeah.
Apzi Ragnari, that's what
That should
actually.
be a stage name.
Yeah.
Do it. So Matcha, one big collaboration down. What's next for you?
Well, me, well, I'm planning to drop my solo. Yeah, you can wait for that. You can wait for that. I'll probably collaborating with Center Records for, you know, let's put on a show, you know?
And I need to ask you, so literally the Sri Lankan internet sphere has been flooded with so much of memes. Wifey material apparently, and wifey material. The two of you, what do you have to say about this to all the boys who have hopes in their hearts and are creating?
I'm gonna have to wait a long time.
And a long queue. Wait in line.
What's his name?
They don't know us though. If they knew it, what her reaction was, they got to know me, they'd run.
Unless you don't run.
Then that's the one. That's how you know that's the one.
But in the words of a certain YouTube reaction guy, Apzi, single.
No comment? Oh, he's like, yes or no?
It's for him to know it for you. It's for you to know it for him.
Let's leave the curiosity out there. So
Yeah. She's all about some mystery, you know?
mystery. Also.
Sorry, Matcha, you have to bake your cake and eat it too. How are you reacting to all the, I never made my dear wifey?
Oh man, it's amazing. Honestly, I really feel the love. Like, honestly, you know, like, this is every artist's dream to be sort of recognized and to be appreciated for the work you do. And I think we've been working hard. Like, the last couple of years were really difficult for us as artists. And I feel like we almost lost hope at some point, but being able to still make it through this tough time and come out even stronger, like that's the goal. I mean, watching Yohani do her thing, I'm like, go girl, hell yes, you know? And seeing it happen to us as well, it's just like, you know, I'm so glad I pushed myself and like, you know, yeah, just so glad that I made my mind up to be strong and make it through the tough times. Because we're experiencing this beautiful thing we're experiencing right now, and it's just like I said, a dream come true.
Yeah. Sorry, Mass, you have to wait for your memes.
No, he's getting some memes too. Like I saw comments on his like TikTok, like, oh, Aya, like can I like meet you? And I can see you please. Take me to your kids.
What was the question?
It was just a reaction, that's all.
How do you feel about the reaction, I guess?
Oh, well, first of all, yeah, it's overwhelming because I didn't expect this much of a love. First of all, 99% of it is all pure love. There has been a few haters, which I love the haters.
You need them, you need them.
They're amazing. I expected more haters. I expected more.
We need to stick it out.
And this shows that if you, make something good and you put a positive kind of like enforcement into it with an amazing team and surround yourself with the right people, everything is possible. What we wanted was to make people happy, and today everyone's smiling, everyone's laughing. Our circle's smiling, laughing, and so many amazing DMs with, oh yeah, this is amazing. This is one of the best songs this year. We are so happy just dancing to it. It's on repeat. My aunts are sending me messages. They don't listen to EDM or rap. Now they're listening to it, you know? So I think this is the breakthrough that we all needed, and to show you guys that there's hope. So if you're out there, if you're a DJ, music producer, a rapper, singer, dancer, please don't give up hope.
No, please never.
You know, just hold on to it. Your time will come. It might take a long time, but still never give up. Never give up. That's all I can say to you guys, because I am feeling the love and I want to give it back to you guys. If I'll try to reply to all my DMs as much as I can, but if I do fail, I will reply within the next few days. But please, guys, out there, we love you. We really love you. You guys made this possible, so
thank you.
Certified Mr. Lover Lover. Mr. Lover Lover.
You need to do your shaggy voice though. Like, he's not just a DJ. He's got like many hidden talents. He's gonna apparently like put them out eventually.
All in due time.
Yeah.
But the most important talent, the most important secret that I'll tell you, is to surround yourself with queens. Then you'll be a king.
Oh.
Where are crowns?
Hey, my Lankan queens! My Lankan queens! Shout out to my Lankan queens!
Also, Central Records. I know you guys have like big plans, but let's touch on the end of 2021, because what? December? January is not so far away, man. So anything for the season? Are you guys taking a break after this, or do you have...
Oh, no, we're not taking a break. We got a festival coming up, a mini music festival. If the situation gets better, and we could definitely hold a party, it'll be the first Pem Kekula live performance with all of us. So, we'll let you know. Please, stay tuned, and there's a lot of things coming up. We also have our second track, my second track, dropping probably in January, my second release. Then I also will collaborate again. Think of us like the Black Eyed Peas, right? We've got our individual careers, but we can also create...
We come together and it's like a mutual, the best kind.
Drop bombs as well. Yeah, well that's pretty much the plans ahead, but we're not going to stop, because we just started the production house. We have a studio, training center, training institute for Central Records, enrolling students. If you guys want to learn how to make music, if you guys want to learn how to rap, sing, do photography, videography, dancing, it's a one-stop shop. It's one whole building full of creativity. That's what we're trying to do here at the center. The address is there. You just Google Central Records, and the team will be there to assist you and help you for the next few years, hopefully.
Yeah, something he said was that we're working for like the long term. This is not just like putting on projects. This is about building a community and like letting artists know, hey, I know you feel like you don't belong, you don't know where to go, who's going to help you, like, there's no like the right kind of guidance. It's not out there for Sri Lankan artists, I feel like. So there is hope, I'm telling you, there is hope, and he is in the midst of building this empire, and I'm telling you, there's going to be good things happening, not just to us, but for all the artists in Sri Lanka, I feel.
So yeah, that being said, I think the next step for next year is to get Pem Kekula an international hit. That will be the song that everyone around the world is going to sing. We sang Gangnam Style, we sang the Macarena, we sang Despacito. Now let's make the world sing a Sinhalese song.
Woo! For a change! Let's do it!
We're pushing through.
Yes. And is there anything in closing, you guys?
Pretty much just everything basic, man.
I like how you
just chase after your dreams. Like if you work hard enough and you stick to it long enough, it's gonna work out. But you have to trust in yourself first. Have like a good support system around you, but just put in the work, put in the effort, and surround yourself with good people, and things are gonna work out. You just have to be patient, but just do the work. Believe in yourself and do the work. Yeah.
Hell yes. Hard work pays off.
Hard work pays off, and like we said earlier, never give up hope. Always believe in your dreams, and keep pushing. You have hard times, but then you get all the good times. Like we all had that time, right? So yeah.
It wasn't always like this.
Yes, it wasn't always like this.
Times of confusion.
We were like, I don't know, we were like going down the hill, but then it suddenly, poof!
Back on top.
Yeah, so, see, we have hope.
Hey! Okay.
Oh, right,
What's all this stuff?
always, sorry. What can I say? I don't know. I guess something that we didn't talk about is maybe like a positive mindset. You know, like, no, we did speak about it. Like, you know, stay positive. You know, like I said, times get hard, but if you don't believe in yourself and your work, and if you don't value yourself, no one's going to. That's the beginning. That's the start of the foundation. It starts with you, and then you are going to attract like-minded people. That's just how the universe works. It is. These are laws, you know, and eventually you're just going to have, because it's about the people. It's not, you cannot make it alone. I don't think anyone can become great by themselves. You know, you need the right kind of people. You need the support, especially when you're down. You need to hear the right kind of advice. So, you know, if you work on yourself, you're going to attract similar kind of people, and then without even knowing, you're a team and then an empire, and then you're going to take over the world. It's possible. It's possible.
Well, that's amazing. Well said, girls. Thank you so much.
He trained us. Like, he basically told us what to say.
Well, my advice is out there for the creative individuals watching this. If you are a dancer, singer, musician, rapper, DJ, music producer, stop talking shit about yourselves. Because every time you walk into a club, you're quick to judge the DJ. Every time you hear someone rap, you're quick to judge the rapper. Every time you see a vocalist on stage, you're quick to judge the dancer. But you have no idea what they've been through. You have no idea where they're coming from. So my advice to you is stop judging. Stop talking shit about us. Because we deserve better. Everyone, that's all of us. So if you're a DJ, stop talking shit about a DJ, man. That's part of your job, that's part of your industry.
Because it starts with you, right?
Yeah, it starts with you.
Starts with you.
Yeah. If you like a song, like it. If you don't like it, don't blast the guy, you know, that's it. It's just like, keep your opinions to yourself. Because you never know where they've been and where they're coming from. So this is something that I've personally experienced. I've seen myself, like, I'm about to get on stage and for a massive show, and I get a call saying my mom just is admitted to the hospital, but I gotta go on and perform. Just imagine what I'm going through. Might be my worst day, but I still gotta do my job to entertain. In the end, that's what we are. We are all part of the entertainment industry. So if you're entertaining, stop judging. Stop talking shit about each other. Just support. You guys always talk about no one supporting you, but support yourself. Yeah? And it all starts by not talking shit. That's it.
Words will power.
It's a new era.
It's a new era.
New attitudes. New era, new attitudes, and yeah, here we are.
No hate, just pure love. Make music, put it out. The world will accept it. People will tell you if it's good or bad. You are not the person to say that it's good or bad. That's it. Yeah.
Well, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yes.
But Sri Lanka, we got your back. We're taking this to the world.
So there was a saying that I firmly believe in since the day I saw this on the internet. There was never an international scene without a local one, and I feel like it's our time because 2021, man. If we've learned one thing, we can all be positive. We can all, reinforce the Sri Lankan movement. That's all it is.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sri Lanka.